first round of the 2024 NCAA Men's Lacrosse Championship wraps up tonight in College Park, Maryland. The Princeton Tigers, champions of the Ivy League, will take on the Maryland Terrapins on their home fields. McMeekin and Weirman will face off on the Big M, and we are underway. Weirman scoops it to his teammate, and he picks it up. Weirman dominated McMeekin in the first meeting back in February between these two teams, and Maryland gets on the board just like that. It's Jack Chorus.
Well, you find a non-traditional set right off the face-off. Chorus is the chameleon of all the midfielders, can play offense, defense, and wings.
That is a great matchup to watch all night long. Palumbo, nowhere to go with it. Turnover in the middle of the field, still looking for it. Both teams having a hard time coming up with the GB, and Maryland gets it. Shot save made by the goaltender McNaney, and quickly out. Terps on the run. Sharkey. Spanos. He loses his stick in the ball. That's Mulshine. Go. Palumbo, maybe he can do it. Swing dodge. Down the alley, but can't get by Alvidi. Now up top. Mackesy shoots. McNaney makes the save. Several Atlanta area players in this game, including this young man right here, Molliver forward. Nice pass inside, and Kelly scores.
There's belief, there's KG vets. One is Molliver, one is Kelly. Terps up by 2. 25, 26 years later, that Princeton unit and those guys who graduated, you'd love to know their net worth.
If you ever need a loan, call one of those guys. They might be able to help you out. Weirman again. This time he opts to pass it off, and a goal by Maryland.
Daniel Kelly had the game-winning goal against Virginia a season ago. He's a left-handed hired shooter who could sting the bottom corner, and this shows you the value of Luke Weirman. The KG vet, Luke Weirman, is an elite face-off man. He disrupts the bottom hand. That's why Ajax Zapatello, in terms of his technique and the timing of checks.
Kabiri finally breaks the ice.
And he drives this left side. He's a natural right-handed player. But as I mentioned, when Cameron was driving the right, you're dealing with a lefty McNaney. This time, the lefty McNaney has to deal with the offside placement of Kabiri.
Chorus opting to go behind the cage and come around the other end. Siracusa here, shoots. John Fricaro makes his first save of the night.
That's too easy for Gio.
Of course, wanted to let that rip. Couldn't handle the pass, though. Back to Spanos. Jump shot, scores!
The Terps went undefeated and won a national title. He's on the scout team going against all the best players. Last year played midfield. This year, midfield and attack. He's a big body, he's a sharpshooter, he uses the pick. And the timing of the jump, midfielder, because he's going to get that pole attention. He should get into a big little game behind the cage and find a short stick.
Chorus with the jumper. That looked just like Spanos as we saw in the first quarter.
Ajax Zapatello and Logan McNaney. Chorus does everything. You saw him scoring a goal off the wing on the face-off for the Terps' first goal. Now he's inverting. You talk about a jack of all trades. Give Urksa a pick, let him go turbo.
Murphy. That looked like a pass, and Spanos finishes it off. I wasn't sure if it was a shot or a pass. We'll call it a pass. It was a thing of beauty if it was.
And it's almost like they take their foot off the gas, right? Thinking it's going to be a reset or Maryland is going to run it out for another opportunity. But it's a quick catch and find the inside. Cornell in the national championship, he wins the title. He's a first-team All-American. He's the most prolific face-off man in Maryland history.
Oliver gets his defender to fall, and then he finishes it off.
He's running out of the box at midfield, gets a defender caught up, and it is a smell ya later.
Just about 18 minutes in before we got the first smell you later. I haven't heard one actually in a couple of weeks. That deserved it right there. Molliver, what a great move, and then the finish.
So when Molliver's in here, I would continue to dodge, not from up top, but from behind in the low wings.
the shot clock winding down.
Late in the shot clock, Kelly off his back foot just finds the backside. And Spanos knows he doesn't have the time, Cotter, to switch hands. He catches it across his body and in one motion just backhands it.
Yeah, they're going with their second midfield. It's got Stad, a part of it.
I get it. You want them to get their reps, but this first unit has hardly played in the second quarter.
Stad shoots and scores.
Maybe that's why. This is really good ball movement. And if you watch Jimmy Mitchell teams, they always shoot with angles. In between the hashes, right? Because when it goes across the midline, that's a bad turnover.
Yes, it is.
You got lucky there.
Can Princeton make it work for him? Now we're going to get it in the crease for the Tigers. McDaney's made 5 saves. Point blank makes the 6th. Marquez White. All Ivy short stick D-Mitty. Cora scores!
With his leg or his body, there's no stick following or going in flow with his step. And Chorus just whistles this one. He's got a lot of traffic. I think Gio might have been screened by his defensive player in front of him.
Saw Madelon and Mitch there. Mitchell is offensive coordinator. They're going to have to go back to the drawing board at halftime and change something big time. And they're hoping to get out of this possession without giving up another, but they don't. Syracuse.
Betcha part of this game was attacking Princeton from behind the cage. This has been a common theme all night long. Taking these short stick defenders out of their element, crossing them up at the goal line and back pipe, and cashing in. Princeton is getting lost in the invert game. Faced off against each other 16 times, and Luke won 15 of them. We're seeing a little bit more of that tonight.
Oliver shoots, scores!
Gio's got to stop this one. Oliver low angle from range on the strong side of Gio. Gio's a right-handed goalie. If he doesn't move his stick, he makes that save. Goalies are interesting ducks.
Now off the opening face-off, another opportunity, and how about Gianfrancaro making that save?
You win and lose with your goalie like that when you play defense like Princeton does too. They don't slide because they rely on Gio.
Wade scored in the waning moments of the first half. Tried to do the same in the first few seconds of the second half. Syracuse coming in out of the box. Gets open in the middle of the field, shoots. Gio with the second save of this second half. Jabiri on Canfield. Trying to get a pick, gets it. Temporarily open, beautiful play, and it's robbed that one at Zappatello in the passing lane.
From Maryland to go heavy dose of the invert game in the first half. Princeton has not been able to defend Maryland when they take their midfielders from up top and go behind.
Gio, 200th save of the season, and he's off to a good start in this second half. That's his third. Now Princeton's got to get it done on this side of the field. And they do!
Also could run the field. He does a fantastic job of soaking that check and then taking the extra step too. When he takes this extra step, he goes back to the middle of the field to see the entire goal. This is a fantastic play by White.
Maxey gets free. McDaney though, stops him low. Still 15 seconds. Scoop shot hits the outside of the cage. Now we get a flag. It's going to go against Maryland. Whittier's defender stumbling. He gets a look. Gio, I think, made a kick save on that one. Big ground ball. Still not picked up yet. Now Princeton comes out of there with it, but in a lot of trouble. Back on the turf, Spanos. In all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, I thought Spanos had a good ground ball. I thought that was withholding.
Wade. Nowhere to go. That's Cameron checking. Here's Wade near side. Mackesy. That time, Mackesy was on Alvidi and took advantage.
Goes to his offhand. No Ajax Zapatello. It's go time in the back of the net. Princeton's not going away. Can they claw back in College Park?
They've kept Maryland off the scorecard here in the second half. Urksa. Look at that quickness. Gio, much better here in the second half.
There's more hands off than you think because he was a goalie too, and he knows what he has in his superstar.
Spanos, look at him soaking up the checks and scores!
He's such a big body, but he's shown you some creativity and finishing ability in tight. In the second quarter, you saw that backhand shot. This is a slick, catching one on the head, taking that extra step.
Seen much from him today. Here's Mackesy, trying to get that pick. It just isn't working. Number one's coming over the top of it. Oh, that's a good look inside, though, and Burns doesn't miss that one.
But there's help. There's a double team, and the lack of ability to get back inside to cover the crease with Colin Burns. It's too late. He works really hard to get inside. It's just too late, and I thought the pass by Mackesy was perfect.
Face-off won by Princeton, but now it's back on the ground. That looked like Kobe Ginder who took that draw for the Tigers.
That's tough when you win a face-off and you can't win the possession.
McDonald loses his stick and loses the ball, though. So he has to get out of the play, and Princeton will pick up the loose ball. Up top, Mackesy. Bouncer, McNady makes the save and tracks it down. I don't think you want to go out like that. Tillman's probably a little disappointed in his team's play, but that'll help. Bolivar, and I bet it's good to see number 4 in white tearing up the score sheet like he is tonight.
You know, I think Maryland should go to a heavy dose of offense in the fourth quarter from behind the cage with these inverting middies. One is they can own a matchup. The feet, I think, at a different level than I've seen all season.
Here's Urksa. He shoots. Gio with the save. Now dangerous in front, picked up by Princeton.
Who can attack a short stick and give your offense some confidence in terms of a calming force. He's been a heavy ball-carrying guy in the past. He went after his knee. And that's not easy when you see Entenmann.
Right, all the eye candy.
Kavanaugh, yeah.
He said it. And look at the bench. Owen Murphy, when he scores, the bench is going to light up.
Yeah, he's got all the potential in the world. He's slick. When he shoots from up top, he's got a hammer of a release. But this one, he's losing his angle. Addressed Owen Murphy.
AI. Everything's AI these days. Even Till's flagged out. Big man up here for Maryland. They can pretty much salt this one away with a goal here. Far side, and they do.
Older brother Derek, Syracuse. Dylan won a national title for John Tillman in 2017, playing along some Terp legends in Colin Heacock and Matt Rambo. Dylan was a fantastic finisher, just like Danny.
Bolivar in Maryland. It's just too easy. Maltz again.
Peyton Cormier. They don't need the ball in their stick for too long to cash in, but this is a fantastic cut too by Maltz. It shows you his two-hand ability too. He finished that last one righty and then this one lefty. And you're losing angle there. Varied offense in a heavy invert game that Princeton couldn't match.
Beautiful shot by Kabiri.
You watch them when they're at their best, and that's tonight. This is wicked. Cotter, Nate Kabiri is a right-handed player. He's supposed to be the bookend righty version. Syracuse probably has the most talent.
Save made by McNaney. before tomorrow. Still got to wait on our 4 games tomorrow, and you and I will be Georgetown, Penn State. Ooh. A lot of power behind that one. Kabiri again, hat trick for 2 in black.
He's a right-handed player, Cotter. This is his previous goal. All right, you want to see the full skill set and the ability to do with both hands?
Wow, look at where that ball
This is crazy.
goes.
Ryan Daugherty, the freshman. They've got some crafty young dudes.
That's a team that played better in the second half of the season as well. Like Towson did. Towson's riding a big winning streak coming into their game in the Dome against Syracuse tomorrow. Yeah. Your players coach, no question about it. Cameron now lost it as he tried to swim past his defender. Burlace. Sounds, Maryland is moving on. Coach Tillman and the Terps. Another quarterfinal appearance. They'll play the Duke Blue Devils Saturday in Hempstead.